All right, yo, what's going on, people? Welcome to the 38th episode of the Popscast. I am Tez, and as always, unlike last time, I got my co-host with me. We got Mars, and we got the returning father, CK himself. Back off his medical leave. Little man is here. Number 3, we in this thing. So, man, look, how y'all been? We just gonna start with CK first. See how he been so he can talk to y'all because he didn't get to close out last year with y'all into this year.
What's up? I'm good. Just tired, busy, tired. But everything is good. Everybody is healthy. Everybody is happy. Little man is here and he's running the house. You know what? No, I still think Malik runs the house. But Zaire takes a lot of time.
They neck and neck though.
You know what? It's really not Malik. He's it's hard to explain. Yeah, Malik runs things because he's very vocal. Zaire all he wants is boobs. That's it. So it's like, yeah, he's loud, but he just wants boobs. He just wants boobs. That's it. You give him the boob, he's good. He goes, no. Yeah, he just wants.
Okay, I thought you said he wants boobs.
He just wants Carly's boobs, and that's it. And he's good. But man, everything's been good. It's been seamless. We've had my mom was helping me with Malik, helping us with Malik. So we were taking care of 2 kids while Malik was obviously with my mom for a bit, and then we just started integrating all 3 of them together this past week, and it's been smooth. It's been smooth. Yeah. As you can see, Anaya is being an angel, but that's only for right now. It's for today. She's very moody. She's very I feel bad for Carly. She just wants Carly like 24/7. She can't get a break from any of them. Luckily Malik is a daddy's boy, so he doesn't really bug her too much. But yeah, no, it's been good. It's been dope. It's been good. I have nothing really much to say. He's healthy. Everybody's healthy. Everybody's happy. Yeah, man. Wedding is what's been the main thing right now. We're working on his wedding, and then getting everything in order to move into a home. Hopefully at the end of the year, but it's looking like it's gonna be a 2023 thing. I don't want to talk about it. It's hurting in my heart. But wedding time, yeah.
It's gonna be meant for you when it's meant. But I want to ask, how is it having 2 under 2 and then a full little kid? Like how was like when it hit? Like I got 2 little ones that's just at kind of inadvertently in almost the same stages.
I don't know if you are listening to this. I don't know at what point you have started listening to this show, but Malik is delayed. He has his brain situation going on. So though he is 1.5, he does move like a 4-month-old now, 5-month-old. So imagine a 4-month-old baby in a big boned kid's body. This kid is half the size of his sister, who is 4. He is 1.5, but he acts like a 4-month-old. I'm gonna let y'all go with that. So it's almost like they're twins. It's just imagine like one of the twins that came out like 20-something pounds. But they're right,
aggressively oversized,
really oversized, but they're around the same spot. Malik is he's a lot more. He's more advanced now, like because now he has his head under control. He's learning how to sit and doing stuff like that. But yeah, it's for lack of a better phrase, because I know you are a father of twins. It's like they're twins because they're learning around the same speed right now. So it's different. It's been good. But it's different. It's a lot of work. Thank God for Anaya being very helpful and wanting to be the big sister. I was really worried about that, but she loves being the big sister. She helps out a lot. So yeah, it's been good. It's just tiring, but it's been good. I feel God bless Carly, man. She does so much. She doesn't give herself enough credit. She's killing it. She's doing a tremendous job. From
holding it down, man.
Pregnancy to pregnancy has been different every single time, and this time I feel like she's in like the perfect situation. I feel like this dude looks like her with some of my features, but it's like her little twin. Like, yeah, she's killing it. I'm lucky.
He looks a little darker compared to everybody else's little baby photos.
Yeah, as we go, Malik. I think if you look at him in person, Malik's got him. He's a little bit darker, but yeah, I think Zaire he ain't gonna be a light skinned little boy. I think he gonna try and come over with me on the chocolate side.
Is your pops like a deeper brown complexion?
My dad is a yellow baby.
Your mom's is the brown.
The darker one, yeah. My dad is yellow.
Okay.
Shout out to Papa Clark.
Got you. Mars, what's been going on up in y'all house, man? How you been moving? I've been seeing you out here on YouTube, bro. You got the live streams popping consistently. That man came into the new year doing this thing, you know what I'm saying? Clap it up for Jamaria.
Yeah, man, I told you I had to step it up a little bit, do the things a little bit differently. But yeah, other than everything's pretty much the same old, man. Millie is just growing and just getting smarter and just I guess the word you use, CK, is moody. Like that is very true because Millie, one day she's like the sweetest thing in the world, comes up, Daddy, I need a hug, give me a hug, like hugging me, talking about I love you, I want sitting down chilling with me, and then the next day she's flipped the switch and she can't stand me, she's throwing things, she has tantrums, she's losing her mind and I'm losing my mind. Like no, I don't know what it is. Like she really, there's some days where she just loves me, wants to be under me, around me 24/7, and then legit the next day she wants nothing to do with me. I'm like, come here, don't touch me, leave me alone. But majority of it is she's the same. She's like she wants Katie 24/7. Like it's always Katie. Always want mommy. Yeah, and that's what I'm feeling. It is. So she's real clingy to Katie. She rarely wants my parents as well. Like so she's just real clingy. But she also, I think she's starting to understand like a baby's coming. But I don't think she understands like
fleeting.
It's gonna be like right, yeah. I think she hasn't put two and two together yet. She's like, oh, my brother, this, my brother, that, and everything. What that means, and I just don't think she understands what brother means. Like, Millie, you about to be like, there's about to be another baby here,
your own to a degree.
Good luck. But I as the way it goes, the way she treats her dolls and stuff, she treats her dolls with care.
It'll transfer over,
You know, she has a good imagination.
Most likely
she be sitting and talking to the babies.
Yeah, because Anaya
she
was
talks to the doll.
And the way she handles Malik and Zaire is very similar. So hopefully, I think that means that it'll transfer over. Yeah. Hopefully.
Yeah. That's good. She be talking to the babies. Don't cry, baby. It's okay. Pat them. I'm like, baby, not even crying. What? Okay, all right. Like, don't cry.
Who baby crying?
Don't cry. She be feeding them. So hopefully if she keeps the same energy when baby number 2 gets here, we'll be in good hands. But yeah, Katie, the pregnancy is doing all right. We're trucking along. We're in the 3rd trimester now. We got about a little under 4 more months, man.
JR on his way.
It's right around the corner, man. Yeah, man. Well, I don't know. It's just like I'm scared.
You settle on a name?
And like I'm ready and scared at the same time. Huh? We still trying to figure it out. We don't know yet. Like I said, I don't know if I mentioned it before, but I think it's between 2 now. I think I told y'all it's Jason Kai.
Oh, you just exploring.
Those are the 2.
Letting the world know.
I mean,
okay,
you didn't say
or potentially letting the world know.
So I mean, it's still a mystery. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We don't know which one we're choosing. Yeah, but it's between those 2. I mean, and the same thing happened with Millie. I didn't get Millie's name until like 2 months right before she was born. Like I was watching the anime and Miliana was on the anime and I was like, oh, I like it. And because Millie's name was 100% like Autumn. We were going to call her Autumn. And I was watching the anime one day and Millie's name just popped up. And I was like, oh, I like this name. So we gave Miliana. So as of right now, it's Jason Kai, but we don't know. Like I said, I could be watching a TV show and something pop up and I like it. And we name him that. But yeah, everything's good over here, man. We just chilling,
that's awesome,
vibing, working, and
that's what's
same old, man. How's it going in the Cortez?
It's been good, man. The twins have gone through a bit of an adjustment in a good way. Like they're at this stage where Babel is they're having way more conversations between themselves and us. More words are being spat out, more like fully enunciated and or like thrown in like baby slang type words. Like you understand what they're trying to say now. Like they're getting better at letting us know certain things. Potty training also officially started last week? Last week. Has it been fully successful?
Yeah.
Once ish. You know, no accidents yet, but like there was a successful poop in the bowl. One successful poop in said bowl, and that's been about it. That's it. like they get bribed on the pot with like candy to go. Not with me, but you know that's what Kira's doing. It works.
No,
it works. She got that one poop.
Two of them at the same time.
We I forgot to mention that too.
Yeah.
Millie's potty trained. Yeah, that was one of the big feats.
Man.
Like my 100% now. Like
how
she tells us when she gotta go. She gotta go poop and everything. Well, because we she sleeps through the night, and she'll wake up sometimes and like, oh, I gotta go, which is a little annoying, but because we put the pamper on her, but whatever. But we did the same thing with the poops, the number 2s with Candy. Every time she went, we would give her a Starburst. She loves it. So, and she would be so excited. She'd be like, I went, I want my Starburst. Look, and we have to look at the poop. Like, come look at the poop, daddy. And I'm like, all right, chill out.
Hey, my boy.
Yeah, but that was a big feat. So she's
we'll hope to be there eventually, maybe by the 3rd birthday. But yeah, the Smarties, which are like in Canada, Smarties and Sweet Tarts are flip-flop. So you may know what Smarties are back home, which are like the chalky powdered candies, but up here it's a complete opposite. So they're chocolates. That's been a thing. My babies, got more hair, put them up in a ponytail. They're noticing how beautiful and cute they are, and it's the camaraderie that's getting me though. Like when I actually see them sit down and don't be bugging at one another or fighting, actually be either talking, playing, or having fun, just in it. And I just be like, man, look at my babies. And then they'll just be like, they'll say something and look at me and get back. I was like, they plotting them out. They plotting. But yeah, like they're just growing up. Their personalities are like indefinite, but they're constantly changing. Because some moments I want to be with daddy. Like they've gotten to the point where now they want to sit in my lap and grab my controllers and pretend they're playing games. I could be literally doing editing, talking to y'all, watching something. They instinctively know I'm getting this controller and I know this does something on this table. I'll just put something up on the screen in a video game and it'd be going at it like. Pressing buttons, trying to press the keyboard. Like I'm trying to adopt that mindset that like, all right, let me start really. If this is what you take pique or interest in it, it's still too early for you to like really be invested in it. But I'm at least let you do it to see what you can or can't make happen. Like. Yeah, no, we did that. There's a Xbox Game Pass, man. They got Paw Patrol. We gonna get to that. Millie seen the Paw Patrol. I got it. I downloaded it, and she is in love with it, man. Like she doesn't really understand. She knows how to press because she learns her color in the alphabet. So I'm like, Millie, you gotta press A now, green A, and she sit there. Oh, so press A. So keep pressing it, doing all the stuff. Like I am so excited that she has taken interest in.
It doesn't matter.
This is the only game that she really comes. She'll come in here. I'm like, I want to play Paw Patrol, and I was like, oh, bet. She'll come in anytime. Like, oh, I want to play Paw Patrol. Okay, bet. And I'll hesitate. I'll stop the game that I'm playing, and we playing Paw Patrol. I was like, yeah, it's a good feeling. But yeah, it is, man. Like I got my Xbox controller and I got my Pro controller for my Switch and then my fight stick. It's any of these three they gonna grab. I was like, when they pick the fight stick up, I always get a funny feeling like, yo, you really fit to mash these. I can turn on a fighting game and you can mash these buttons and actually see stuff happen. I can literally leave you off to the wind with this. But yeah, like it's amazing, man. Like just watching them get into stuff, growing up. Of course, the hair is getting longer, the words are getting more precise. Like they like knowing how to show us like what they do and what they don't want to do, telling us no, like you want some more of this, knowing how to do more in sign language, bro. Like I be like, come on with it, man. They just blow me away all the time where I come home and it's something different. Or like I said, Julia, they were trying to tell me to have her change her diaper today, and she was like, "Dad, doo-doo." I'm like, hold on, what you mean doo-doo? She's like, hey, doo-doo. I'm like, no, it's that doo-doo, pointing at her butt like doo-doo. I was like, all right, okay, I get what you mean, man. I see. We're gonna go change you.
Nah, you doo-doo.
I meant. What you mean I'm doo-doo? Watch out. But man, that's what's up, man. I'm glad all our families are doing great into the new year. We're doing good. things are moving forward. What I'd like to touch base on now is a new little segment we got for our gamers in mind, for the people who like to play games and game related content like us, who either watch, follow, or are new to the content that we create or the things that we do. This is the For Our Gamers section, where basically I'm just going to tell you about a few of the games that are available for the month of January. Some of these may have already passed and you may not know about them. So if you didn't, just know now you can cop them. Others are still, to come out soon. So we have Westworld for the PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, all the Xbox series. Monster Hunter Rise, which came out on the 12th. Astroneer came out on the Switch. Sorry, Monster Hunter was for PC. Astroneer is for the Switch on the 13th. God of War just passed for PC on the 14th. The new Rainbow Six Siege, Rainbow Six Extraction for all consoles and, formats in which you play the game, which comes out on the 20th. Sorry, Windjammer 2.
Tomorrow,
2 more days.
baby.
We still got 2 more. Well, for you, it's tomorrow already. Where you at? Windjammers 2. Haven't heard of this one, but it's funny enough. This one's gonna be on the Stadia. I ain't heard nothing coming out on the Stadia. Everything, including the Stadia. Yeah, Windjammers 2. We have Baby Storm, which is on the Switch. That sounds like got to be an indie game. Diplomacy is not an option on the PC on the 26th. Circuit Superstar for the PS4 and PS5 on the 27th. Legends Arceus on the Switch on the 28th. My boy, I'm ready.
Excited. I knew you were going to. When I was seeing the gameplay and stuff,
I changed my mind. I'm getting
this. Ain't no way Mars is not playing this.
The more and more I seen
Hold
about
on,
it.
let me get to the last one, because I was going to tell you, there's also an emulator you can get allegedly to play Switch games, which is how I got Breath of the Wild, but we'll talk about that later. Uncharted Legacy of the Thieves for you Uncharted fans and Uncharted heads on the 28th of January, same day as Legends Arceus. So I mean that's what we got for the game drops, but then gaming news.
Man, you missed the biggest one.
I missed the biggest one. What's up?
That already dropped.
God of War.
I said
PC,
it came out on the 14th.
Yeah. No, he did.
See, look at you, man. Ain't listening.
Oh, that's my fault. I was listening. That's why I said it.
I made sure to say that, because that's God of War 2 will be right. It's going to be out right around the corner at some point.
Has anybody modded it yet?
I ain't seen none of the mods yet.
Yeah, I seen one mod, like they got Kratos smiling the whole time.
That's creepy, because my
weird,
man frowned up.
That's all I care about. I want to see the mods.
That's what I'm saying. You be seeing him all the time. He just smiling.
Yeah,
a lot of mods are gonna come out of this.
You already know. In other gaming news, good people, if you did not know, as of today, Xbox is on the forefront to buy Activision Blizzard.
This is big, man.
So let me give you a
really
brief
big
summary of everything. So Xbox announced a deal to buy Activision and Blizzard, the company behind Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, and many other major gaming franchises that you may or may not know of. Is going to be purchased for $68.7 billion. Xbox announced this on Xbox Wire, which I have no idea what that is. 100%. Maybe they're like state of play. It's like their version of a state of play or just some press conference release. The deal means Xbox will soon own the likes of Call of Duty, Warcraft, Overwatch, Diablo, Tony Hawk Pro Skater, and many more. The CEO of gaming, Phil Spencer, announced that all Activision Blizzard companies will report to him after the deal is closed, and no timescale has been given for how long the deal will take to close, and it is likely that the deal will be examined as to whether it creates a monopoly, which you already know they don't like monopolies. Something tried to happen previously. Who was it? AT&T tried to buy out T-Mobile? Something like that, one party can't govern all of what the world seems deemable for entertainment or necessity. It's just, they're not going to allow it. The company will still function independently for now with the current CEO, even though they had all their hot water within last year, and they won't be letting him down or off the board until it's finalized. But there's been some other speculation and talks in between that. Basically, a few things have been changed. They were saying we're going to keep him on prior to the merger. We're going to let him go after the merger is completed. And then there's just been a complete, he'll remain on board. But I kind of don't see that, personally speaking. I don't see that being a thing with the hot water he's put his whole company in. I don't see why Microsoft would want to keep him on board, but that's neither here nor there. The biggest thing is Xbox got games. They coming, boy. Xbox for the had games. Now, they did not also deny or didn't confirm that a majority of these titles will be on the Xbox Game Pass. Didn't say which ones out of the amount of games that they picked up, you know, but majority of them, a good chunk of them will be. They did say they will still allow Sony to have some of these games. You know, Sony will still be able to have certain franchises that are, you know, popularly known on their systems as well. But for majority of it, Xbox gonna have games.
They needed.
So guys,
that,
Xbox is. I feel like this is a 100% power move. Xbox is coming in, and they seen an opening and an opportunity with all the craziness going on with Activision and Blizzard, with all their, you know, just the bad stuff that was happening. And Xbox was like, "Hey, look, we're swooping. We can save Activision. We can save Blizzard. Just come over to us, and we'll take care of everything." And I think that was like a true power move. Sony could have did it, but they was like, "Nah, we're not doing this." Blah blah blah. So yeah, I think this is good. Like you said, there's gonna be a lot more games coming, a lot more exclusive games coming. I was actually having a conversation about this earlier. Yeah, no. I was just having a conversation earlier. There was like, "Oh no, Call of Duty's not going to be on PlayStation no more."
That's going to be one of the titles that they're still getting kept. Like that's still going to be one of the free floaters.
Like, yeah, I believe that's going to be like but what they're going to do is going to have like a Halo
some
map
type of
in
like
Call of Duty. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like
how it used to be back in the day with games, like the PlayStation and the Sony. Like, was it Soul Calibur? You would get in PlayStation, you could get like Darth Vader and Yoda on Xbox.
It was one of them. Something
Soul Calibur.
Yeah. It's gonna be very similar to that. It's like, so you're gonna have Master Chief guns and stuff on Call of Duty. That's what I just envision. I feel like World of Warcraft WoW is probably going to become to Xbox, a console version of it.
Smart.
I can see League of Legends coming to Xbox now. Console version.
I don't know about that one because Tencent is the only company next to Microsoft and another company. I can't think of the name right off bat. Who have done big major moves like this or have their hands in so much. But the biggest thing for me that I took out of the article, in addition to them having games, was the fact that a lot of this stuff can generate revenue and be put into the metaverse. Like the way that everything's shaping up for them with content creation, skins, branding. Like, they can put this anywhere and everywhere. Now, a console version of World of Warcraft would be dope as hell. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. It'd be nice. It'd be nice. You know what I'm saying?
It would be nice.
I'm trying to get like you, me dog.
My boy. But yeah, I think this is a good play. Xbox is definitely winning the console war now. I think they were winning a little bit before this too, because what was that face, CK? What was that? You don't think so?
CK up next.
You don't think that they're winning with this?
Okay,
with this Game Pass?
You know what? Go ahead. You're
all
right.
Like, this console war.
Because you're incorporating everything. In that case, you're right.
Because they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, they.
Very true.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I wasn't putting the Switch. If you were arguing, it's going to be with the Switch.
PlayStation is going to have better games, but you're talking about just the overall experience. Yes. And then Microsoft. You're right. With the Game Pass,
overall,
I know Sony's supposed to be. What's the name of it that they're gonna call it? Where it's gonna be like their Game Pass?
Their pass.
Is that what it's called?
It's hard to say, bro. Because now that you talk,
something like
PlayStation.
They're getting
no.
That's what
something like PlayStation. Basically, PlayStation
they're
Plus
going
like
to
that.
release one that's like Game Pass. The thing they have now is Plus now,
but the thing is, what games? Like, not saying that we know Sony has games, but think about it. Microsoft, bro. I was about to say Microsoft.
Sly Cooper. Like, what you mean?
He said neck.
But I'm saying Microsoft now officially, whenever this does completely go through, has the grounds to cover every play style, genre, and type. They've got something for everybody now. They're diversifying their portfolio. It means Sony is literally just going to be either 2K heads, diversifying their portfolio.
Yeah, but Mars, what was the? they got all these games on there. What was one of the games that makes it talked earlier on the show? You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm talking about. Like they got the variety. Like he's there talking about Paw Patrol. You know, like they have that. You know what I mean? So yeah,
yeah, facts. Right. And that's on Game Pass, and I just don't have to. And the other thing that the Xbox is doing, I don't know if you guys know or tried it out, but they're streaming games.
The cloud service.
Well,
yes,
where you don't have to download them. Yes. The cloud thing. So it's just like I went on, like I didn't download Paw Patrol to my Xbox. I just able to play, and it keeps your save.
Is that on PC also or just console?
Wherever you are, it just.
I haven't checked on PC now that you mentioned
I'm not
that.
sure.
Seen it on the console,
I can't tell you if it was on PC or not. But it's actually dope. Now, don't get me wrong; you're not getting the best graphics when you're streaming it.
It doesn't matter.
But it's also not like
you ain't need all the
worst quality,
something like that. You know,
right? So like.
Right.
Exactly. For instance, they have Forza. Forza, you can do that, but I wouldn't recommend it because Forza is a beautiful game. I would actually recommend downloading the game. But if you want to ever try it out, you can just go ahead and download the game. I mean, play it on the cloud, man. I think that's amazing. Like Microsoft is really for the people, man.
They trying to be
for the people. Sony could keep their exclusive games, man.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, I want to I still want to play Spider-Man. Haven't played Spider-Man. Neither was Spider-Man's. I want to play the new one. I want to play the new God of War.
Sony just needs to figure out I want to play on PlayStation. What their competitor for Game Pass is going to be and how it's going to work. If I'm them, I'm pulling what every other company does that has power. I'm going to do the same damn thing with a different name and a different interface. But I'm going to do the same exact idea. I'm Sony. I can do that. Like, we're going to sell it like, okay, you know, your classics that you love so much. Spyro, but remastered. Like, you can play all those kind of games. But then on top of that, you could still play just like with the Game Pass, some of these more common indie or not even indie, like just bigger games that are out. Like Game Pass, like they drop a lot of big titles on there that you can play for free if you're paying for the Game Pass.
Yes, they
you know
do.
What I mean? Sony just has to do something that's exactly the same and put it out there and they'll be fine. So, and you know what's coming. You know they're going to do it. So,
it's coming.
Yeah. Facts. Like if Sony announced Game Pass and the new God of War is on their Game Pass,
all those like big
that's a seller for me.
games
Like
I bet in the past, like I gotta. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm saying good for Microsoft to do all that, especially because the Xbox Series S was the most sold console last year. You know, like they have all these people on it, so they have this on top of that. Like I feel like it's smart. I just don't know how long that's going to last because I feel like Sony's going to do something to combat it. Because they still going to have games that they have buy my system games is what I call them. Games that you buy a system for. Console selling is ready to go, right?
Yeah, console seller games.
Just everything you said is correct, but people still going to buy PlayStation just so they can play Spider-Man, God of War.
Yeah, and then you see they
farted, hold on.
It was like, look, we're bringing back reproduction of the PS.
No, I'm not hearing any. I'm just hearing
freak me out.
Stuff in my background.
Okay, sorry, Mark, my bad. I looked like Ted. I thought something.
No, you good? It's outside the door. My bad. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Nobody pooted. My bad.
Do spazzing. What was I saying?
Sorry. I'm sorry.
I forgot what I was saying.
Console games that what's it called?
Long story short,
console. Yeah.
Sony, they said that they're starting reproduction of PS4s again since it's hard for them to make PS5s. So I feel like they about to start giving away PS4s for real. Like the PS4 is about to be dirt cheap, so people can buy PS4 and play these games. Like Zero Dawn Horizon, like that's another game that I do want to play. But I don't think there's gonna be a PS4 version of the game. I believe. I don't know. Bro. I could be wrong on that, but I don't know, bro.
I'm just saying, like, if you can't find it, just go digital. Like it's like
that makes a lot of sense. Okay,
that you can get a game. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for digital.
I'm sorry.
I don't care about hard copies anymore.
And as old heads, we're supposed to care about that, right? Library. Like anytime I tell somebody that's a '90s baby like us, like I'm done with the hard copy games. They like, really? Oh man, that's how I was raised on video games. And I'm like, okay, cool.
I was too, but
yeah, me too. But
I like having space.
We evolved and changed.
I just lost my Pokemon Soul Silver to a fire.
Yeah,
I have no soul anymore when it comes to video games.
True.
Hold on, you lost Soul Silver to a fire?
Yeah, remember I told you about my storage unit, bro.
Oh,
you don't remember?
Yeah, that's right. I was like, what?
Soul Silver, my prized possession, my favorite Pokemon game of all time. And now that game is worth like hundreds of dollars.
Funny enough, you say that.
I don't have to.
It was a story I came across on the internet where this guy was talking about how he had a brother that passed away when he was really young, and he played like I think it was Blue or Red, one of the earlier generations. And you know, as each generation goes, you can trade your mons over and whatnot. He's like, because these two, I believe it was a Blastoise and a Charizard that his brother had named and raised or whatever before he passed away. Like they were really young when he passed away. He kept trading them into every generation of the game and beating said games with his brother to keep his memory alive. I was like, bro, if that ain't the most touching, dope shit I've ever heard. God. I'm like, bro. In my heart, bro, I'm like, he's like, because his brother named them specifically, I believe, after him and himself. So he was like, they represent the brothers. And he was like, I'm going to keep these mons with me every generation until the day I die, or my kids take it up. And, you know, he's like, they've come with me through every journey. I was like, bro, look at you.
That just made Pokemon Home
90 babies
a little
hearts,
bit different. Man. The fact that it's Pokemon Home now.
It's really.
So you can just keep, he can keep those going. And that's, God.
Mm-hmm. Cause now you could.
That's cool, man.
As long as he would like to, I thought that was really dope. I thought that was real dope.
Yeah, now that's cool.
What was y'all about to touch base on when it came to the Legends Arceus though? Like it's right around the corner.
Look, let me go first because we have two different sets of opinions with you two. I was the one that was I sat down in the roller coaster, put my hands up, and I said I'm going for it regardless of whatever is released. Tez was the one who was like, no, the graphics aren't there yet. You know, I expect a lot from this game. Like Tez was he was because he's the Pokemon head. Like, well, let's be real, he wants everything to. If you're gonna make this game, make it right. And I completely hear you on that, Tez. And then Mars's thing was to a same extent. He's just like, yo, look, I get it. It's cool, but this just isn't going to be my style. I'll watch you guys play it. I'll move on, right? But then these trailers came out. Yeah. Then this gameplay came out. Then you're starting to hear certain sound effects and a lot of similarities in crafting and stuff that remind us of other games that were also released on the same console that seem very, 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 very similar and a lot of very fun. So I'm watching these with both you guys in my head. I swear to God, both of you are in my head. I'm like, these two niggas, they gonna play this game. Like, there's no way. Like, this game is gonna be on all three of our list of games beaten in 2022. I'm telling you right now, because I'm like, this is gonna have a piece of anything. I think Ted's still gonna be upset with the graphics, which I understand, and that's been the big complaint for a lot of Pokemon heads.
I found a way around the graphics.
Yeah, what'd you find?
There's actually a device that you can buy that'll bump up the quality of your Switch game graphics.
Like what? What are you talking about?
Or you could just buy the LED.
I'm not buying the OLED. It's another. So like there, you know how the Switch docks don't have the actual USB, the internet jack on them. You know, you can buy the USB to Ethernet, and it does the exact same thing. There's an upgrade that'll bump your quality from the 720 to damn near 2K. It's a USB. You input it. Not a USB, sorry. It's an adapter for the actual video connection. And it'll output you at a higher resolution compared to what's already feeding through it. I was like, yes, I'll be good.
There you go.
Don't cost that much either.
So Mars, I want to hear the ultimate flip-flop of the century right now. I'm so ready for this. I'm so ready for this. Go ahead.
Yeah, 100%. This is the flip-flop, the first major flip-flop of the year.
19th for Mars.
I was so against the game.
Mars. You didn't make it 19 days. Here we go, though.
And I'm already changing my mind. I wasn't saying it was a bad game. I was just saying it wasn't for me because, you know, I was a traditional Pokemon style, like we all are, you know. But CK, you're the one. I think you're the first one that really stepped out and like, because I remember you got Let's Go Eevee, Let's Go Pikachu, and you really enjoyed those games. Right, and Tez, I remember Tez, he couldn't play it, and I was like, yeah, it's not my style. I wasn't here for it. But, you know, so I knew CK was on it. And then, but like you said, the more and more, the first initial like watch of this gameplay, I was like, I wasn't here for it when it first came out last year sometime. Right. I was like, I mean, I like the concept. This is just, a stepping stone to getting a Pokemon MMO or just a ARPG style Pokemon game, which is cool. And then, so I was like, all right, this is the first of its kind. I want to play 2-3 versions later when it's like mastered and stuff. But then we get to see the gameplay that they released like, a couple weeks ago. We see them running around and seeing these Pokemon, no more random encounters. You see the Pokemon you're about to fight. The crafting system was... When I seen the crafting system, I was like, oh, wow, this is dope. And now we get more iterations of different Pokemon and stuff, like Voltorb is a wooden, grass type Pokemon now. And I'm like, okay, I'm here for this.
There was a gentleman who broke down 72 hours. He's like, I watched this video inside and out for almost 72 minutes. I say 72 hours, 72 minutes. He was like, have you ever noticed how we never knew what potions were made of? What if this is actually what potions are made of that they mass produce in the Pokemon world? But no one knows, like they just don't, that's not knowledge that they give you. Like it's orange berries and some type of onion leek. I was like, I'm excited. That's really dope when you think outside the box.
And that's the biggest thing that I'm looking forward in this game is this is the origins of a lot of what we know in Pokemon right now. You know what I mean? Like this is the origins of a lot of it. And I'm excited about that. Like they even when they were describing the game, they were talking about you can craft these brand new technology called the Pokeball, because there was no such thing as a Pokeball in that time, and you create that and you learn it. So I'm excited for all that. I'm excited for the lore. So I think it's gonna be fun. So and that's my thing. So to your point though, Mario, you're talking about how I was playing like Let's Go Eevee and stuff like that. I love Pokemon the same way. Like we all grew up on Pokemon, but my thing is, all right, what's next? I'm one of those kind of guys. Like I want to see what you can do with the game that I grew up with and loved, and how can you change it up. One of my favorite games that I never beat to this day as a grown adult, and it pisses me off, is Pokemon. Oh my gosh, Pokemon Coliseum, the one with the dude with the 2 Eevees with Umbreon and what's it called? What the hell was the name of that one? Espeon, yeah. The hell was the name of that one?
Espeon.
Pokemon.
It's the and Kyogre's on the cover. He got the little motorbike. Something
like dark
Colossus.
Isn't it like dark something?
Gale of Darkness.
See, that was my first
Pokemon.
That was my first experience. Like, oh. So it still had the Pokemon Stadium element, but there was a story.
That was a true Pokemon RPG for real. Like outside of the Pokemon
I was like, yo,
world.
why do we not get more of these games? Like they were not releasing them like that.
Well, I ain't got no new Coliseum game though.
Yeah. So I was just excited for them to. No,
I'm
you're
sorry.
good. So then to add the elements of what we know in the gaming world now, everything is open world. We got Sonic on his way as well with the open world kind of canvas, So.
Kirby got the open world coming out too. Well. I already pre-ordered that one.
That's gonna be fire.
That's another game that I'm beating too.
Yep.
I was like, damn,
look, all I'm saying is
we got rabbits coming too soon.
Bro, you already know. Like I'm telling you, like this 10 of 10.
Have you seen me? I've been playing through the first one, bro.
Right?
I'm enjoying it.
It's a good time killer.
I ain't gonna hold you. I got the complete edition with all the DLC. So I got the Donkey Kong Country stuff.
Yoshi's
too.
a cheat code.
I was like, bro, this is actually dope. I don't know why I didn't play this.
I'm trying to when it's on sale, buy that game. Anyways, but yeah, so like I'm saying, I wanted something different. I think this is gonna be fun. I think a lot of people are gonna get into it. I understand the complaints from the OG Pokemon heads that are like way deep, like Tez and Mars' brother Dre, like those kind of guys. Like I get it. But I think for what this game is going to be, it's going to be fun. Now, to those points that we were talking about open worlds, Nintendo, whenever y'all ready to try that Star Fox thing over again in an open world setting, you know what I'm talking about?
Open world Star Fox?
Anyways,
that would be fire.
That's neither here nor there. Shoot,
I will say
No
this
Man's
is gonna be
Sky setting, but I'll leave
so
that.
I mean.
Yo, that would be the game.
Man, listen.
That's all I was gonna say about Pokemon. I was just gonna say
they could definitely try it out.
Gonna be casual. Like I don't think it's for the Switch because there's no battle system. Like even when they broke down some of the
even
mechanics
with
of the game,
the different battle styles,
you don't have to fight you don't have to fight every single mon you come across.
No, for sure,
except for like the big boss ones. They don't, and then there's like the research aspect of it where you have to catch multiple variants of it to learn about it, to fill up, to fill up the decks or the new decks for this. The only thing that got me about it was like some people have been trying to still crack the leaks on some of the potential starter types, and the only one that threw me was like apparently Hisuian Rowlet's supposed to be a fighting type, so his final form is gonna be like he ain't gonna have the arrow. My man's gonna be some type of fighter. I was like, hold on, not confirmed, but if confirmed, that's gonna be different forms. Typhlosion is supposed to be a
what are they gonna do to Typhlosion?
Something one of the newer variants, like an older typing that got lost as the generations kept evolving. He's supposed to be some new variant that's introduced.
Before we move on from him, can you guys help me? I've always been trying to figure out what the hell is Cyndaquil.
Mouse.
He's a mouse?
Yeah, he's a mouse. Quilava's a ferret, and then Typhlosion's like a big ass mammal rat thing.
Cyndaquil they're a rodent family? That entire
mouse? He's a fire mouse. Yeah, look up his Pokedex entry. Fire mouse. I never knew what he was as a kid. I thought he was an anteater just because of the nose.
That whole set though, that whole set was weird, man. They're like prehistoric because it wasn't Chikorita. Same squad. Yeah. That's Chikorita and Totodile, right? Isn't that the same
like
set?
Prehistoric. Well, no, because the grass starters are always plants.
Nah, he's like a brontosaurus.
They are plants, but like
they rotated. A mini version of the long neck dinosaur. Yeah. No, yeah.
Yeah, they're supposed to be like prehistoric. They're like dinosaur-esque type.
Oh, I see what you mean.
But he's a mouse, huh? Sorry, I was just curious. I've always been curious what the Cyndaquil was. A lot of mice in Pokemon.
Yeah, no. Since we're on Nintendo, right? Since we're on Nintendo, I don't know if you guys heard about the leaks for Mario Kart 9.
I tweeted it.
That's a little fast for new Mario Kart.
Look, like I said, you know how many times they've been leaking what this game's supposed to be? I understand. I don't know. I'll see it to believe it.
Because it's their 30th anniversary coming up this year, so I'm pretty sure it's coming out this year.
No, I'm being pessimistic about it because it's just like
I've been waiting for
so long for this.
So listen, all right. After I watched a video today about it, and if these rumors are true, they're all speculations, all rumors, nothing is 100% confirmed. But if these rumors are true,
what is the
going to be like probably the best they're coming Mario Kart ever?
That's the big news is that it's going to be Mario Kart with a twist. So what was the twist that you were seeing?
So the twist, it's gonna be. So what the dude said, I'll link the video to you guys later too, so you guys can watch it yourself. But just a TDL version is it's pretty much gonna be Smash Brothers Mario Kart. They're implementing a whole bunch of new characters from all Nintendo. Like it's pretty much gonna be like the Smash cast in Mario Kart this time.
But that's the reason why they're trying to keep up with because they're the OGs. So they're like, all right, look, if Warner, who is it? There's like some Nickelodeon has it where they have all the Nickelodeon.
I want to say Nickelodeon.
But you mean like they'll be able to fight?
Yeah, they got
or the twist that they're having.
I think it will work better with. I don't think they'll be able to fight. They're just having more characters like that. And somebody said it's called Mario Kart. It's not Mario Kart 9. It's called Mario Kart X, or as in Japan say, they don't say X, they say cross with the X. And they think it's going to like some type of double dash feature with the characters. Cool. Pretty much to bring a double dash back into this new Mario Kart. I didn't play
Double Dash. Now, Double Dash was the one where like certain people had specials they could do with their cars, right?
Boy. That was a
Double Dash is the best one, Mario
right, where they had like it's like Mario had some special he could do when he was in his car that would like either mess people up or I didn't play it, but along those lines.
Well, they all had specials, but it was just you had two people riding with you at the same time. Because you guys could switch, take your turns driving and stuff.
CK, come on, put your little cheaty build on, bro, and I'll just handle all the projectiles. You drive. We coming for the championships, boy. That boy CK be driving. I can't do it, but I got you on these projectiles.
We were going through our records. It is not pretty, y'all.
But I feel so.
We won't talk about it. Continue, Bars. Continue. We won't talk about it.
I don't want to see my record. I don't want to talk about.
I'm ready. I wasn't a part of that.
No,
I'm
you
ready.
on there.
I hate all y'all. Mario
Kart.
I was trash in Mario Kart.
Oh, you mean like the regular Mario Kart records?
Like since Mario Kart 8 has come out, and the times we've all raced together.
Oh, I'm trash, bro. I don't be driving like that. I'm wild, but
Mario's response is always like, "See me in Smash.
But,
Wait till Smash."
But I think my
that's what Mario used to always say,
bro. But watch what happens. But you know what? We've deduced this already, Mars. You know what happens when Mars gets to talking trash? He get waxed.
Mario Kart is. I thought I was good at Mario Kart until
you know what's crazy? I copied his build verbatim.
You guys did.
I still couldn't drive that shit the way he drive it. I'm like, bro, why is he still beating me? We have the same build.
Like, it's not even the good build. It's just.
But you still be beating people.
You're not that great either.
I don't understand. Like, bro, he's out here waxing butt.
And then
we got the same build.
Like the worldwide servers.
I've seen you come in first place in internationals, bro. And when we were doing like online racing, I've seen you come in first place
since I've seen that
with that same build.
Bro. It's been a while since that happened. Anyways, but yeah, I'm excited.
So yeah. I think they're going to implement, like, there's going to be two different types of racing. Like, you're going to have the double dash. I think there's going to be a whole bunch of different more game modes in Mario Kart. I think this is going to be like.
Get your thought out. I just got
what? Get your thought out. Nah, that was it. I was just saying if they just add more game modes and different characters and double dash.
What if included with the double dash feature, they finally shook hands with our monkey friend Diddy Kong, and they said, all right, let's add some different levels of vehicles in this thing. We'll have hover cars, we'll have planes, we'll have stuff like that with the door.
That would be racing.
That was one of the top tier racing games of all time. I don't care what anyone says. That was a racing game with a story in it.
It was crazy, man. Oh my god, that brings back.
It wasn't for me. I'm not gonna say it wasn't good. I'm just gonna say it for me at the time I was coming up. It didn't shit on Twisted Metal enough for me.
Two different games. I liked
it because I played it with my cousins.
Metal was different.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. But I was hard all in on Twisted Metal.
That's one of my favorite type of games.
Yeah. They need to redo that.
Anytime I got Sweet Tooth, I'm on your bumper, boy. Come here. Give me everything.
What if they implemented different types of vehicles?
That would be dope too. Different types of vehicles would be dope, man. It'll be the ultimate Mario Kart, man. Because Mario Kart has been released over and over, like 2-3 times, deluxe versions, blah blah blah, and they added different characters, and they got Link in there and stuff like that. I feel Villagers like adding, they got isn't a villager in there too from Animal Crossing. Like that's what I'm saying. So all they gotta do is just take all their like non-Nintendo characters, if they can, like the Sonics, the Snakes, the everybody.
Gonna be when you see Goku in a go-kart,
right? And put them in Mario Kart.
Smash.
I'll
he be on Nimbus, bro.
That would be so.
How would they put Pokemon? Don't even get me started. Tell me this: how would they put Pokemon Trainer in Mario Kart, bro? I swear that'd be the fiest one, though.
You'll be riding a Pokemon, man. Like, what's a fast Pokemon? Arcanine, like you sitting around. You implemented new vehicles and stuff.
Pokemon Snap vehicle.
There it is.
The Pokemon Snap.
There it is. Come
on. You have to be in like the Pokemon Snap vehicle, and then like you get your booster. You get to put Charizard out the back, and he does like Fire Blast. You rock it off like that. That'd be dope.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they can do a whole bunch of different moves. Like one of the items now can be a Pokeball that randomly generates
so when you say
Super
random Smash, Pokemon that doesn't affect. If you mean in that sense, there's a lot of stuff they can do. They add in the characters, but then also the variety of items are different. That'd be crazy too. But all this is fun, but I'm not excited until I hear something about it because I think they've been teasing us with this crap for years, bro.
Until you see some footage. I do think we're getting a new Mario Kart this year.
If anything, I'll get
an announcement. It might not be this year, but we're getting we're getting an announcement this year about Mario Kart. 100%. I can definitely see that. And also there's something else, man. Goddamn. I don't know. Kirby, I'm excited about that. Yeah, that trailer was. I was like, oh, so they taking this back to the Kirby Land
like the real actual
style, just
Kirby
a 3D
world.
version of it, man. Yeah, the Dreamland
and
Kirby
then, like,
world, whatever it's called.
I used to like
those Kirby
it gave me
games,
the
man.
same vibe as like Sonic, because you know how Sonic was always trying to help out the little animals that he rescued from the. You have to save the Waddle Dees. The different little Waddle Dees can actually help you this time. In addition to you eating them and gaining powers, you can. This has couch co-op. I could play this with somebody. They get to take over a Waddle Dee. I get to be Kirby, or
vice versa.
Kirby, not Kirby. I am thick, but you know what I'm saying.
Come on, get him out of here.
I got a clip, bro. I'm making a clip out of that, out of both y'all faces. Yeah.
Lost your own damn thought thinking about your damn curves. Look at you. Look at you.
I got the laughing at me being thick.
Thought.
Yeah, but I just think that's real dope, man. Like, Kirby is one of those games. When I first started playing it, I started playing on like an emulator in high school. Went back and played all of them up to like current gen, cartridge or whatever. So I had to wait till I can go buy the next one.
The last couple games are trash.
I didn't play the last one. I played that free one that they released on the Switch.
Just the last, I think the last two of them were, they just don't. Like, this Kirby looks like an actual legit fun Kirby game like the previous one, so I'm excited for this one. The other ones was like a yarn one or something like that, or he was in the same that was the
last
of
one.
Yoshi.
So the one prior was yarn, and then the one before that was the last you get help from your friends, like the new friendship one, which I played the demo. It was really nice. It's one of those games kind of like Mario. Like, if I see it on sale, that's when I'm gonna grab it. Like, it wasn't worthwhile for me to cop it then. But I do think closer to Kirby's release, it may go on sale potentially. I was checking for it because it's not bad. The yarn one didn't, it wasn't for me. Yarn Yoshi, I love that
game. Yoshi's Crafted World.
That was fun.
I enjoy that game.
Yarn Kirby, I couldn't get into.
I remember you playing. I remember you playing that one.
I could look forward to a new Paper Mario.
I never, and I heard that they're one of the greatest Mario games are Paper Mario. I never got into them.
They're not bad.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, no, the only one you need to play is Paper Mario 1000-Year-Old Door, whatever it's called. That's the only one. Honestly, that one is like the best one ever. Like, it's a really good game. How y'all, speaking of beating games, how are y'all on your 10-game journey?
Your Pokemon one don't count, CK. You started that last year.
I didn't include it. I'd be at 3 if I included it.
He didn't count that one. He did one. Okay. He did one.
Where I am on the list,
he didn't do that. He cheated with that 12-minute.
If you don't want me to count it, I swear on everything. If you don't want me to count it,
it's fine. No, it counts. No, it counts. It counts. No, I'm just messing with you. It counts. It was a legit game.
Because I get what you're saying. Like, trust me, it's a short game.
Because it was just short.
The thing is, it's a short game, but it did not feel short.
It's short
because
game,
the thing is,
I get it.
Right. I did.
And I was in that stream and I was watching. I was like, oh no, I can't. I couldn't do it.
And it's such a psychological game.
Yeah,
that game.
Oh man.
You were going through it in that game. Stressful. But me, I've only beat one game so far. That's Wildermyth. That's that
I only know
it's one of those games where it's decision based, but you can play with multiple people. Like me, KDJ, Trey, and a bunch of them were playing it, but I played it off on my own because like it's got a bunch of different stories and you can create characters and they become like legacies. Kind of like playing tabletop D&D, but it's actually got stuff you can see. You kind of have an objective and quest. It's really good for anyone who likes story-driven games or like playing. Yeah,
is it like that one game?
But this is the thing, though, CK. It's got like several stories. I only beat one story, which does qualify me as beating said game.
As long as it has a main story, I ain't got time count it. Yeah. It's
man, bro. It's like literally folding open a book to if you ever played Dungeons and Dragons or like what D&D style stuff is. Each story is different. They don't kind of tie in, but the characters that you end up creating or making or finishing the story with, if they don't die or retire as old age heroes, and you do choose to save them as like your legacies or something happened to them or they have some really good stats, you can reuse them. Like the next story I just started, I had this one chick who literally became like half plant, but she wielded this really dope fire spear, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna bring you back. I just recruited her out of my legacies and she started back over with like basically where she was, but with like her transformation is almost fully complete, but she's still OD compared to everybody else I got right now. Right. So like that's my one. Working on Superstar, Mario Rabbids, working on that one, and Skull, which is that role like you see me play every other day between our on Wednesdays. We get our roguelike Wednesdays on. And that game has been kicking my ass. Like it's so fun and addicting. Like the day I played it that day on stream, I didn't stop playing until almost 1 o'clock. Every time I pick it up, I'm on it for like hours because I get closer and closer to beating it each time. And I'm just like, damn, I'm not there yet.
Yeah, you on your way to 3 of them then. You only have 1, but you're on your way to about 3 because that's 2 games you said that you're doing at the same time. Mars, you said you got Halo and that's it?
Rabbids is really good. It's going fast too, boy. Like I didn't expect it to be as quick flowing.
It's short, but you'll see. You'll just keep playing. You're having fun. I love it. Rabbids was my game of 22. That was my pandemic game for sure. That was the best game to buy. That was on sale, and I ain't going nowhere. I enjoyed that game. But Marj, you said you beat Halo.
Yeah. Yeah, Halo was the only one that I beat fully through right now, and it is in my I played it on the hardest difficulty, so I'm sitting here like,
bruh,
I won't make that mistake again because I almost quit the challenge day one. Like I was like, no, I'm not doing this challenge.
I always tell myself like, hard mode is like, who I got pro? Yeah,
I'm too old to be playing games on hard no more, bro. I ain't got time.
That's what I'm
streaming it like
said. I was like, I don't got nothing to prove to nobody anymore. Nah, I'm putting this on. So
watch this normal, bro. That need to be
I'll
a
have
t-shirt.
just as good of a
watch
time trashing everybody. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't give a damn.
I'm trashing everybody and no problem. I don't care. I'm having a good time doing it. But yeah, so I beat it on the hardest difficulty, and after that, I was like, I'm not any other game that comes out from now on. I'm playing it on normal, and I'm just gonna sit there and enjoy the game for what it is. But currently, right now, I'm playing 2 games at once.
Yeah, and I'm just literally just waiting for Arceus.
And then when Pokemon comes, that's a third one for everybody.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And so I'm just going down my backlog a little bit and playing games that I had downloaded.
You playing the day it dropped, night of?
Yeah, I'm going right now. Yeah, the minute that thing is available, I'm going. Yeah.
Respect it.
Going in. But yeah, so right now I'm playing Dragon Ball Z Kakarot.
I add that to my list too.
I'm finally sitting down and I'm playing through that. I haven't been able to play that in a while.
I know.
That's when I copped it when it was on sale. And I just so we made it to Frieza Namek. We made it to Namek Saga, so we're on the Namek Saga right now, just moseying along. And then we're playing that game on the Switch called Eastward, I think it's called.
That's why I didn't want to play it.
It's a little slow.
Maybe hopefully it'll speed up.
I do like
it's too slow for me to enjoy.
I think I'm about to get to the point where it's about to pick up. Like right now, I think I'm doing a prologue, and it's just a little bit backstory building up, and I think I'm about to get into the world and start playing that. It's about to open up. I'm saying, and so I think that's gonna be the next one I'm gonna beat. So those 2 games right now, and then hopefully I can beat them within the next 10 days. You said that's when Pokemon Arceus come out. Yeah, and then I'll have 3 games beat. And because at first, after I beat Halo, I was like, all right, let me find a game where I can just run through real quick and beat a game.
Like I said, I can take it off if y'all don't want to count it. Yeah. Chat, I asked the chat.
Nah, man.
No. It's a legit game.
Do you guys think that this should count? And they're like, yes. You streamed for 7 hours. I was like, all right, as long as y'all think this is fair.
Bro, you were determined.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. For sure. Yeah, if you would have beat it in like 2 to 3 hours, I probably would a little iffy on that one. Yeah, but it took. I watched you. I fell asleep on the stream. I was like, this man out here struggling for real, yo.
I was told this would be a short game. Nah, man. Okay, for sure. So yeah, so in Halo, you're working on Kakarot, and then you're working on Eastward. Okay, and then Ted. So yeah, you guys about to be on 3s, because Lord only knows how long Pokemon's gonna be.
And then after that though, right. I'm just chilling. I know Kirby's gonna be a definite beat, and I thought I was gonna restart Breath of the Wild, because I never beat Breath of the Wild, and if I'm not gonna restart it though. I'm not. So I'm just gonna beat it before 2 comes out and just take that L. But yeah, I'm not starting over because I was like, I don't want to start over. I did so much. I found so many.
Does all that stuff carry over into the next game?
I was like, I'm not doing it.
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know.
We don't know nothing yet. I have no idea. Yeah, probably not. And and then so the games that I'm looking forward to is the Pokemon, the Kirby game, Borderlands, the Tiny Tina version.
Didn't they just release a Tiny Tina's game?
Nah, this one is like a legit Borderlands game, but Tiny Tina version. So it's not. It's using magic and stuff instead of guns.
So that's not Tiny Tina's
like
Assault.
It's like a tabletop. Nah, I think it's called Tiny Tina's.
I don't know the lore or something.
Fairy something. I don't know. It's like a Dungeons and Dragons type style game. And then I don't know what else. I don't know. Whatever else comes out is speculated.
Yeah, see, like I only know the only ones I know.
I did see somebody was like, "Oh, it needs a bar."
I know Starfield is one that's on my list, which I don't know if it's gonna be long or short. I don't even know if it's actually gonna release this year. But Arceus, Breath of the Wild. I might go through some games I've wanted to play. You know what? The chat has convinced me. You planted the seed, Mars, but the chat convinced me to play Ace Attorney. Like they're like, CK, you're gonna like it, bro. It's a lot of reading.
Objection.
But you're gonna like it. It'll be a dope stream game. You know, it'll count. I was like, all right.
CK low key like. It low key will be because once you get to that first court case, you're gonna be like, hold on, right. Wait a minute now. But it is a lot of reading though, man. It is. That's the only down part. I don't know if the new because I know they remastered them. I don't know if they have voice acting now.
That's what I was told. Is it not episodic? Is it, or is it just a full game?
It's a full game because it's.
I don't know if they played because they remastered it though. Like that's what I'm saying. I don't know. You know how they remastered Final Fantasy and they made it episodic now. So I don't know. But back in the day, it was just all one game. It was like maybe 6 or 7 like major court cases building up, and you do the court cases, and that was one game. I know they got like 3 or 4 games now.
Bundle. But so somewhere in the meat of the 10 games, that's gonna be in there. I think that'd be a fun stream game. Something we can do with. But yeah, I'm at 12 minutes,
100%.
And then Miles Morales. Yeah, I felt accomplished. I'll tell you that. You know, at 31 years old, beating that game on hard mode, I did feel accomplished because there was some levels where I was like, oh no, I guess this is where I stop. I guess I'm not beating this game. I guess it's not happening. But you know what I mean? But
facts, yo.
Yeah, I was like.
I was damn near tears in this Halo game. I was like, why am I doing this?
In front of these 2-4 people? Like, I'm gonna do it. Like, who are they gonna tell? They don't care. Like, what?
The internet is forever, bro.
Cursing the internet at the screen.
Yeah, man.
Like, what the hell? I'm just going in, man. Like, because this Halo is meant. Well, not this Halo. All Halos are meant for multiplayer, and they didn't put multiplayer co-op in the campaign just yet. They're waiting because they don't know how to figure out how they're going to do the saves and stuff. So you're legit one person going against an army of people, and then you're on the hardest difficulty, so your shield is like very little. You get hit once or twice and you're dead. And I was like, this game is impossible. How are you supposed to do this on one player by yourself? And that, man, I got through it though. Like I said, I'm accomplished, and I felt accomplished, and I'm not going back.
See that option, I'm gonna look right in the camera and I'm gonna scroll right to normal. I don't care. You're gonna take this normal mode. I'm telling you right now, I'm not. Who am I impressing? I got a whole wife to be. I got 3 kids. I don't impress y'all. What the hell? I don't care about y'all. Like, what? No. I need to beat this damn game and find out this story and not be on the same level for 2 hours of this stream. Nah, man.
Right. 2 hours, man. I can't.
That's how it be, man. That's how it be. But yeah, man. I think we wrapped in a successful 38th episode. If I do say so myself. You know, I don't know how y'all feel. Y'all ain't like.
I just enjoy chopping up with you guys about with everything going on. So, yeah, I think it was fun.
Yeah, man.
As always, man.
You've been lost. We got Mars for a couple more months, and then lost sauce. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah, man.
guys, like always, if you're listening to us, we appreciate y'all. Give the podcast a 5-star thumbs up, like wherever you're listening to it. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, Stitcher, all those great places you can find podcasts. I guarantee you will find the Popscast or Popscast. We're not the Popscast, you know what I'm saying? But, we appreciate y'all for listening. We thank y'all for rocking with us. As always, be good, be blessed. Stay prayed up and safe out here. That Rona ain't playing with nobody. And we'll holler at y'all later. Peace.